This started out. This started out from one man's disobedience. One man disobedience. We're talking about. We're going back to 15. We're talking about Saul here, with Saul being disobedient, and he decided that he got a task, and his task was for him to go out and kill everything over there of the Amalekites. He was supposed to go over there and kill everything, and he went over there instead of killing everything, and he decided that he wants to be God, and he wants to play God, and he wants to do according to his will and what he sees fit. So he decided, instead of killing everybody, he will save Agag, which is the king of the Amalekites. He will save him, and he will save all his good stuff, the best stuff, the sheep and the oxen and all the good things that's connected to him. And that's not what God said. God said for him to kill everything, women and suckling, everything in that city. Just kill it. And he decided not to. But I don't want to focus so much about what he did not do. Hallelujah. I don't want to get into that part of the message, but as I was praying, God begins to show me something that sometimes that a blessing will be bestowed upon us, a blessing will come upon us, an assignment will come upon us, and sometimes we have nothing to do with it. If you look at it, you see that Samuel was mourning over the death of Saul, right? But how many of y'all know that God always has a ram in the bush? He always have a ram in the bush, because while Samuel was mourning over Saul, God begins to say to him, "Why are you there mourning over Saul? And don't listen to me. Don't worry about that." He tell him he already had somebody in place. Whenever time you step out of the will of God and thinking that you're God, he will provide for him. He will provide a ram in the bush. He will provide somebody else who's going to be obedient to his word to go on and do the work. Hallelujah. And as we see right here, Samuel started crying, and he told him just to be quiet. Don't cry no more. Don't cry no more. And he told him to go ahead and fill up his horn with oil. Go ahead and fill up your horn with oil, because I have somebody for you to anoint. He said, I have somebody among Jesse's family, one of Jesse's boys, that I want you to anoint. I'm going to send you over there. Well, yes, Samuel was wondering if Saul hear it, he would kill him and stuff. But the thing I want you to pick from this now, that God told him to go anoint somebody over there over in Jesse's house, while Saul was being disobedient. Now God already know the disobedience of one, and while you there being disobedient, God would start raising up somebody on the back end, somebody in a total different city that you don't even know of. God would always provide him a king. God would always have somebody who will get ready to take over the journey. As we see here, David didn't ask for it. He didn't elect himself and said, I want to be God. No, God already knew what was going on with David. God saw his heart and know that he needed a job to be carried out. So he decided that I'm going to give you the job, because this king has failed. This king has gone out and did his own will. So now God chose David. In the 16th chapter of 1 Samuel, we go in there, we read, and we see that he chose David. David didn't ask to be chosen, but he was chosen. And that's like a lot of us. Sometimes we sit down and we didn't ask to be put in the position that we're at. We didn't ask to be put in the arena that we was placed in, but sometimes God will look at your heart and he sees and knows that you fit for the job, and he will put you in there. He will begin to move upon you once he see that your heart is ready. But once he see that your heart is right, he will begin to move. And that's what happened with David. He saw that David was over there in the bush, way back there with the sheep, and he said, "That's a king. I have another king coming. He might be young, but I'm telling you that his heart is of God. He might be young, but I'm telling you, he's going to be ready in due season." Sometimes we don't understand it, why God chooses us. Sometimes we can't do nothing about it when we're chosen by God. God will decide to go in a family, in a city, in an arena, somewhere where nobody is thinking that something good will come out of, and he will decide to raise up somebody out of that stead. God is a God that chooses who he wants to choose, and sometimes there's nothing you could do about it. You see, you could run away, you could do all the things that you want to do, you could go around, but God, if God decided you're the man for the job, then you are the man for the job. If God look at your heart and see that you're ready, remember he said that I will give you pastors after my own heart. The Lord knows and sees your heart. He knows how big your heart is. He knows what you can do. He knows what you will do. He knows what rests upon you. He knows the glory that he has bestowed upon you. Now, as you see here, David became the new king in town. Yes, and yes, he did go through trials and tribulation. He did go through some stuff that he didn't ask for. How many of us sometimes just get put in a space, in a predicament where we didn't ask to be in that place, in that arena, but God see us fit. God see us fit for the job, and he put us in there. If you go back and you think about it, even with Samuel, himself, he didn't choose to be the king. Yeah, you can give me a different value, it's fine. He didn't choose to be king, but all that arrangement was by his mom. You can cut it, you can cut it, man. Cut it. You can cut it. All that arrangement was by his mom.